The next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. Jinell in the building, my guy. How you doing today, brother?
I'm all right.
How you feeling? You good?
I'm chilling. It's a good day. It's beautiful. I'm alive.
Be alive. That's the most we could ask for,
Yes,
right?
sir.
We was just talking about before the camera started rolling. We talked about how Selektah and Bun B was doing this live album that they recorded in 24 hours, and they was doing it live in, I think it was like downtown. It was like LES type shit.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not really too familiar with the New York scene, but I think it's like the downtown area.
But you participated in it.
Yeah.
You got to get on the album.
Yeah, you want to know it's crazy? I didn't even know we was going to do that because right before. Man, that's like a stream of events. All right, December 8th is my birthday, so we was there December 7th. December 7th, I brought in my birthday performing the Star Spangled Banner. I mean, the national anthem for the Barclays, for the Nets game.
Nets, yeah.
Then after the Nets game, we left, went a couple blocks, and walked into a studio. I'm like, all right, what we doing here? There's mad people chilling in the front. We going to the back. Everybody just sitting in the back. He got a whole album going on. He lock eyes with me. Let's go. Bun B. That's a cool dude.
So did Bun had when he locked eyes with you, like, did y'all have like previous interactions? Like, obviously I know you had previous interactions with East, but with Bun, like, was there already some type of relationship there? Like he saw you, he's like, oh shit, we got a hook right here.
Yeah. I didn't really have no connection with East either. Like,
Okay.
Like that was all Bun B though. Him and my manager, they real tight. So it was inevitable for me to get with him. And he heard my music, through my peoples. Dave East just happened. I didn't even know he was gonna be there. He just walked in while we was sitting there because it was a shit ton of artists sitting in that room waiting to record with his album. They was smoking. I damn near died in that mother. Them niggas smoke forever, yo. And that room, yo. If you had glasses in that motherfucker, them motherfuckers was fogged up. But nah, we was chilling in the studio. He walked in, and then I think I had like 2 options of like songs to get on.
Okay.
And he was like, Bun B funny as hell. He's like, whatever you want. You get on both of them if you want. Yo, I like that nigga, yo. I like him.
That's fire. You said it was very smoky in there. Are you not a smoker?
Nah, I'm not a smoker at all. I don't smoke. I don't drink.
Either or.
Nah.
Has this been your whole life, or was it just like a choice, or?
I tried the drinking thing when I was like 15, 16, 17. I had like a bad experience when I was like 17, so that made me stop.
Oh, it was like a traumatizing experience.
Yeah. It wasn't nothing crazy, like no Project X type, but it was enough for me. That was enough for me to say, all right, yeah, you put your hand in the fire one time, that's it. That's it. I don't need to do that again. I woke up with I had passed out, and I woke up with like my hand in a pizza box, and I was like hanging halfway off the couch, and I think I was like reaching for something under the couch too. It was just bad. Like I woke up, my mother like slapped me up, like what the fuck are you doing? Huh? Yeah, this drinking shit ain't for me. It ain't for me, and I ain't touched alcohol since.
You know what? I gotta respect someone who blacks out one time and then never wants to drink again. Because in my life, I'd like
you
3
blacked
times.
out a couple times.
Yeah, like 3 times.
I knew it. Knew you was gonna say that.
And then me this weekend. Oh, word! My friend's having a birthday at the 4040. I'm gonna be there.
Nah, that's it. I can't do it.
Cause it's like, but it's funny because it's like in like a lot of artists, right? Even R&B artists, like they'll sing about drinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that's like it's funny how you don't do that, right? But then you're still able to pull from other things too. You know what I'm saying? Because I think you think about like, oh, this R&B artist swears off weed, or this one swears off drinking, or this one swears off, I don't know, just dating or whatever.
You, yeah.
It's like
the most I
you
sing
lose
about
things
is
to
about
pull
juice.
from. Juice. Like you lose things to pull from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if you really get at what you do, I don't want to sound cheesy or nothing, but everything is music. So it don't really, you could sing about how we in the studio right now and the wind is blowing the trees. I can make a whole song about the trees blowing and make it a whole sensual song. So if you really get at what you do, it really don't matter.
Right.
It really don't matter.
I was gonna say, like, are there moments, whether maybe not so much with the drinking or the smoking, but are there ever moments in your career where you found it hard to pull from certain things? Like have you like extreme writer's block?
My writer's block is different from the usual writer's block. My writer's block is I have too much to say, so it's like an overload. Like I don't really run out of things to say. Like my writing process is like really fast. Like sometimes I don't even be wanting to write because I know like not to toot my own horn, but like music, that's my nigga. Like we grew up together.
Right.
Music, it's my brother from another mother. You know, so it's a automatic connection. So I ain't really gotta do too much. Like and production wise as well too. So, you know, people have a muse, I guess. My muse is production. Like I say this all the time, and every time I say it, I feel like I'm a little crazy for saying it, but it's like I could like hear like voices through like the production of the beat. Like you may hear like a snare, you may hear like a kick, but I can literally hear voices and like through me, I get to tell you what the beat is trying to say.
Interesting. I don't think you're crazy. I just think you're an artist. It's like when people say that, like, oh, they like when they hear certain sounds, like they see colors. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, you know, like a certain sound might invoke the color green, or like a certain sound.
You know
might
where I learned that from? Ratatouille, the movie about the cooking rat. Yo, he was mixing like grapes and
But what
cheese.
did you learn from Ratatouille? But wait, what did you learn from
That's
Ratatouille?
what I'm talking about. So what you just said is some smells can invoke colors.
Okay.
You feel me? So yeah, come on, rock with me.
You cooking?
It'll
You
make
cooking?
sense.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You cooking,
He was mixing. He was eating one thing. It was one color. Then he told his man to close his eyes. Yo, close your eyes real quick. Yo, ate the cheese. It was orange. He ate the grape. It was purple. They mashed it all together and start swirling around. I was like, damn.
You're like, now what if I did this with music?
With music, nah, for real. But like, I don't know. Like, it's really. It like sometimes it be like scaring me sometimes, like, cause you know I'm telling you now that I hear voices, but it's literally like a mental thing. Like the words just come up, but sometimes like if we being 100% honest, sometimes I can hear like somebody talking, like I can already hear somebody on the beat. I'm basically tracing the stencil. It's already there. The blueprint is already there. I'm just physically showing you what this beat is trying to tell you.
Right. I believe, you know, and I get that. I don't think you're crazy. Do people say you're crazy when you say that?
No, they don't. And when I say crazy, I don't mean like, you know, like no disrespect to anybody.
Yeah, if you actually have mental health
issues
yeah.
and nothing like that. But in the artist world, you know, like just basically like a mad scientist. You know, like I don't like without the scientist. Like I just feel like unorthodox, basically. Yeah, that's a better way to put it. I just feel unorthodox, and everybody just, you know, I had like, I think one of like my first interviews, her name was Jalissa. Shouts out to you, baby.
Shout out Jalissa.
She told me don't feel like that, like, cause she was like, she interviewed a lot of people, and you know, the people that usually, that's why I mess with her too, cause she threw that in there. She threw that sub in there. She was like, most people that turned out that I've interviewed and turned out to be like legends and like big stars say like basically the same thing you saying. I ain't brush up on it. I was like, oh, you try to call me as damn, you already see it.
That's funny. But yeah, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. And even like, you know, you come from a musical family anyway, so like it kind of makes sense that you're able to like tell stories or feel different ways when it comes to music versus someone who.
How the hell you know that?
Huh?
How the hell you know that?
That's my job to know things. What does Tyrion Lannister say in Game of Thrones? I drink and I know things. I drink and I know things. See, I told you.
Feds.
But coming from a musical family, like that's why I feel like for you it doesn't like. Not that it just means that you have a different ability than someone who may have just like started doing music coming from like a non-musical family. You already have like a different type of understanding and knowledge that other people don't have.
No, I definitely
especially at the beginning of your career.
I definitely do feel that, like, in that too, because in the beginning of your career is when you're the most hungriest. That's when you have nothing, and you got to keep going. I ain't even gonna hold you. If we being transparent, you know, like I don't know if I could supposed to be telling you this, but fuck it. Like me and my team, I'll be damn near ready to. I've been doing this for mad years, like
6 years, right?
Professionally for 6 years,
okay,
yeah. But sometimes it feel like I've been singing for so long. I knew where I wanted to be, and I've been working with X, Y, and Z people, and at a standstill. Sometimes not even going nowhere. So sometimes it may seem like I'm a little impatient, but it's just I'm a father now. So I got like 2 kids, and I just got to be like the best version of myself for myself and for them too. So it's just sometimes when I feel like I'm at a standstill, like it's like I'm in a sunken place. Like you got all the tools and you got all the necessary requirements to be who you envision yourself to be, but it's just everything else is people blocking you. It's sometimes the divine to hold yourself up is out of reach, and that's why it's important too to have like a good team, because they uplift you in a way that you need to be uplifted. And you know, I don't really talk to them about stuff like that. You know, sometimes I may seem like a little idiot kid and just wanting his cake and eating it too, but it's just it'd be a little more deeper than that. But you know, they definitely do keep me grounded and keep me sane too. And as far as like I always say to my daughter's 3, but I talk to my daughter like she's like 10. Like I don't, because kids are more perceptible than people think. Like they watch this right now is the time where they are the most spongiest, to where they absorb everything. You know, so I told my daughter, like, whatever you want to be, I'm gonna support you. Whatever you naturally gifted at, because it's one thing to have natural talent, and it's one thing for people to work on your career, work on your craft. For those people that work on their craft, but you know, if we speaking transparent, it will never be anything, you know, closer to natural talent. The only thing is that would be respected more than the natural talent would be the work ethic, because you know, versus all the competition where everybody can do everything so fast or it comes to them easy, versus somebody that has to keep working and working and working and working. You know, the respect level is a lot different than somebody that's naturally gifted. Yeah, in the beginning, everybody's, oh my God, he's so gifted, versus the weirdo, the one in the corner that has to keep doing that keeps failing and failing and failing and failing. But those people, you know, that's why I never, even though you know, I have this talent, I never slack on it, because, you know, at any given point, they could take it away.
Right.
Keep working, keep working, keep working and working. Yeah.
The way I look at it is like, I actually posted this on my story. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. I posted this on my story yesterday, and it was this tweet of about SZA, right? You know, SZA just had her back-to-back shows.
Yes,
I think it went away. SZA had her back-to-back shows at MSG this weekend, right? And basically, let me see if I can find the tweet so I can show it to you. Basically, it was a tweet saying about how, I can't find it, but it was a tweet saying about how 7 years ago, she did her first show in New York at Brooklyn, I want to say it was Brooklyn Steel, and only like 50 to 75 people were there. And now, like, maybe longer than, say, 10 years ago, I think they said. 10 years ago, that makes more sense. 10 years ago, she did her first show at Brooklyn Steel, only 50 to 75 people were there, some shit like that. And then now, you look at her 10 years later, and how many, I don't even know how much the Garden holds. Yeah, but you know, but you get the point. It's like,
that's crazy, yo. Like, because I definitely, a lot of stuff you saying, like, it's like I'm living that stuff like right now, like being in like the beginning of my career. I went to, for example, Division. Division, he had a show. Do you know Division?
Yeah, they've been on my show before. Yeah.
Division, he had a show, and it caught me off guard because we were supposed to be doing something else that night. And I always say to myself, I don't want to go to, especially singers, I don't want to go to nobody else's concert, because I don't want to, you know, not to be a hater or anything like that. Never stop nobody from getting their blessings, but I don't want to see somebody doing what I'm doing, like, because I don't even want, I'm human at the same time. I don't even want those type of feelings to even, bombard my
Your brain,
my thought process. You feel me? So I don't like going to see other people doing what I know I wanna position myself. But at the same time, it's a learning experience too. So I did make the most of it. I watched, everybody watching him and looking for the song. I'm looking at the crowd like I've never heard of this guy before, and yet the whole crowd is going crazy. And I'm from Jersey City. I'm right there. I'm across the water. So it's not like he far away. Like he coming to New York, selling out big places like that. To me, something like this at one point in time was like a big room for me. Like me to sell out this room and that room over there, that's big to me.
Right.
I didn't being at the Barclays Center, like it was crazy. Like, and then imagining why I said that, imagining myself in his position and at the same time not in his position, to learn as far as like the third person's perspective and the first person's perspective about it. Like to be looking down and not to crack, and to be looking from the overhead, because we had like balcony seats, which was perfect too. We had balcony seats, and to just look down and gather like all the energies flowing in the room, and how like even from the smallest things to like the dudes bringing a girl to see this guy, knowing that he's a singer, he could fuck around and take the events, but knowing like the dedication.
One actually did get taken. If you've seen the video,
like you feel me, like
you've seen the video,
seeing the dedication like these people have to them, like it was. Like I said, I'm not no hater. It was like envious, but it was like I've never met the nigga, and I was so proud of the nigga. Like I'm like, damn, like yo, like damn, I didn't go backstage to meet him, no privileges or none. It was just like from another artist to another artist, bro. Like I don't give a fuck with nobody talking about whatever you got going on, bro. Congratulations, yo. Like this is something I want to be doing. Like yo, I'm gonna tell you real quick. One of my one of my career fantasies, I'm gonna walk out. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna walk out on stage and I'm not gonna say nothing for 10 minutes. I'm gonna just look in the crowd.
Like Michael Jackson at the
I'm just looking at the crowd.
Super Bowl.
Listen to me. That is one of my dreams, yo. To just stand out and just everybody just wailing. Cause I'm how I say it. I'm like one of the candidates for the sexiest man alive. So like me standing there, it's like taking it all in. It's just like damn, like I'm chocolate, I'm tall, and R&B at its purest form. So when they say stuff like R&B is dead, I'm sitting in this green chair talking to my boy on the radar. So I don't really know what they're talking about, but me standing there, and that's like a sign like you on the right path. All just aside, that's like a sign you on the right path.
It is a sign. It'll happen. You just gotta keep on going, man.
Yes, sir.
Like like SZA did. SZA just kept going. I remember, it's funny because I remember seeing SZA in it was like my sophomore year of college. I was working for Power. I was like 2015. I want to say it was like 2015, summer 2016, one of those summers. And I was at the festival, and SZA was like early in the day. And she had a good crowd there. Like, I'm not gonna pretend, but like, it's a festival, so there's always a crowd for everybody, big or small. And I remember seeing her, I'm like, oh, she's fire, but like, I'm like, I don't know. And then a couple months later, one of the record label people walked into the studio, and they're like, yo, I got this new unreleased track with SZA and Travis Scott. Do you want to hear it? And I'm like, hell yeah, because I'm like a day one Travis Scott fan. Like I was when he was doing those little ass venues too. And so I'm like, hell yeah, I want to hear that shit. And I fuck with SZA. Like I don't really know her music like that, but like I like her. I like her sound.
What you're talking about that.
So yeah. So it was Love Galore. So then they played me Love Galore. They're like, yeah, this song drops in 2 weeks. And I'm like, yeah, it's over. And then the song came out, and then
my career about to shoot.
Yeah, and then after Love Galore came out, you already know the rest of, then Control came out.
Yeah, the crazy part is like, you would think like something like that, like because Travis Scott was who he was and SZA was basically like just starting like to her rise of fame, but she really outdid herself on that song. Like Facts. It's not even because Travis Scott was on, and that's why she is where she is.
Right, Travis didn't make the song. He
didn't make the song. She made the song, and then it's just like he just added like the icing on top, and that's the type of vibe you're gonna get from the tall, Sexy, 6 foot, 148 pounds, piece of chocolate sitting. Let me take the shades off. Yeah, brother, what you saying? I was just too into admiring myself in these cameras.
Oh my God. So what's next for you after this? So the last single dropped in November, right?
Yes.
Obviously the Bun B stuff, that song's out.
Hold on, you see how I try to be cool? Glasses don't
Yeah,
fuck
the
my
glass
neck
go
up.
fuck. That's
This back on. Who the fuck
the
told me to
universe
take 'em
humbling
off?
you real quick. But what are you working on right now? What's coming up?
I got a lot of singles. I got one single right now. It's called "Set It Off." That's setting off all the airways right now. If you don't know, now you know. I got one of the hardest songs in the world right now, and the people don't know it because of exposure. So expose yourself. Expose yourself. Get on the radio. Get on. By the way, Jinell, nice to meet you. Jinell.
Nice to meet you too, brother.
Jinell. Get on your YouTube and go search up Jinell so you can see me, baby. You can see all of this in person, and then you go, what's gonna fuck them up? I could dance. That's what's really gonna fuck them up. They think I just look like this, and that's the plus. I could dance.
You be on your Chris Brown shit?
See, all right, so my legs are fresher. I'm not gonna say nothing like I'm better than him or nothing like that. First of all, that's my idol.
Right.
That's I said, you know how I said, I don't want to go nobody concert. You give me a ticket to that nigga show. All right, listen, we gonna have to shut all that shit up. I'ma just go there. I'ma just go look. That's my nigga. That ain't my nigga, but that's my nigga. But look, I'm not gonna say that. I just got youth on my side. That's it.
Youth on your side.
I just got youth on my side. Like, as he do his next backflip, you know, just age. I just got youth on my side. He has age. He has age on his side too. You know, the experience of being around. But it's time for somebody to step into the light now. Cause Brown, you know, once again, love that nigga. But it's nobody else. There's nobody else. There's nobody else that's on that road to where he was going, where he is now. It's never been like the Michael Jackson. You can say the Michael Jackson of our generation is Chris. Like, as far as, like, you know, the presence of the even though people, I ain't even gonna speak on